Everybody, this is Saki Nikaido, Stuff with Funny Link to Anime 2024 here. And today, we're focusing on a heavy topic. That's right, you see the title, and here we go. So, exactly what is the lore behind this channel? And, I've talked to a few viewers off camera, telling them I'd make, a lore video of this channel. So, all of you already know the 4 options as well. I just want to say something really quick. The Dark Arc with the writer personality Terayama is only for the Dark Arc. John Pullman is still here, but that's because the Dark Arc will also have a few episodes to it. It will be kind of separate, but it'll still make sense after this video on the channel. So, I want to focus into a few heavy topics. Please don't be mad or concerned. I am perfectly fine with my, current statement. At the moment, I am perfectly fine, and I'm all good. So, what exactly, for number 1, if I can explain this, really fast, you might be asking yourself, well, Gabe, or Saki Nikaido Stuff Fighting Link to Anime 2024, or just Stuff Fighting Link to Anime, or John Pullman or Terayama, you might be asking yourself, Gabe, what exactly is the Dark Arc? The Dark Arc is something that I came up with for the channel and the channel only. You see, it'll have the personality writer names with, John Pullman just, went to the afterlife. And I plan on him, coming back at some point. Because for right now, it's only Terayama inside of the Dark Arc. But all of you will have to wait and see. I have it all planned out. It'll be perfect. It'll be great. Trust me on this one. You're going to like it. John Pullman will return. I mean, he's still here, but he will return into the later times of the Dark Arc coming back. And it's channel lore, I'm pretty sure all of you would like that. If you did not see the first part of how the Dark Arc begins, then go ahead and go watch that. Trust me, it's a big deal on the channel right now. So, that said, if I were to say, Terayama would have a scale of, 10 points, but John Pullman has 20. If we were to take that 20 down, I'd lead it back to even 10, So, take basically 10 points away from them, and you still leave them at 10. But 20 points, or actually, 50 or 70 points to John Pullman, while Terayama has 10. That out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. That was just an explanation. So, what exactly is the lore behind this channel? Let's begin with the mangas. The mangas are mostly what I'm known for on this channel, along with a few anime video clips. Not as much as the skits, but somewhat. And then AMVs, etc. All of you know the drill, along with a few gaming videos. So, let's begin with the mangas. The mangas are made through, the writer personality, or, basically it's just PG-13 and R, but for the Dark Arc, it's mostly going to be rated R, because the Dark Arc is dark. And when you had John Pullman making PG-13 ones, that was somewhat cool. I mean, they're still going to be cool, don't get me wrong. They're going to be great. Especially this upcoming one. I can't tell you the name of it, or people will take it for their own need. No offense. I just don't want to say the names on camera until they're finished. So, for the Dark Arc, we have the mangas being really dark, and so on and so forth. But how exactly do I make these? I listen to music and think of the ideas as I'm listening to music, and they just come to me. I'm a writer that just writes down stuff, and it turns out to be perfect, you know? But how exactly and why are they scary? They're scary because it depends on how I feel. Now, this is where the topic focuses in very heavy. How I feel is a scale rate of, let's say, 100 to, I don't know, like 30. In the hundreds, if I'm having a bad day, it'll be very scary and there's no chance of survival for the main characters at all. If I am on a 20 in like a mid mood, then you would most likely be able to get like a medium ending or, something along the lines of that. Just a really weird ending. But if I'm at a 10 or a 2, but you up that to a 5 or 10, either way could go the same. If I'm in a good mood, then the 10 will be there. And you will get a very good ending. Now, that said, that's how the mangas are made. I think of the idea and of what mood I'm in. But what exactly inspired me to make these stories? Seeing as we have a background here of Stephen King in the background, I'm a big Stephen King fan. Okay, I have to say it now. I know the words are backwards, but you could probably fit that in there if you flip that book over. Yes, I like Stephen King. I was inspired by him, one of my favorite writers, I was inspired by him to make scary stories of my own ideas. And they turned into mangas in the year of 2013. Which there's still some on the back shelf over there that I have finished and some that are not finished, but by this day's age of YouTube, cannot really go on to YouTube. Even though my stuff is very scary, like, don't get me wrong, they're scary and they're great stories, but that's what inspired me to make mangas along with anime in general. And I put the two together, and I made them. Now, that's the mangas explained. Hopefully all that makes sense, because if it didn't, then I really don't know what to tell you. This is the lore of the channel. This is the special video, you see. So, the next thing, I explained this a long time ago in a video, but what exactly inspired me to be a YouTuber? Back in the day, on this topic of what inspired me to be a YouTuber, back in the day, I was bored out of my mind. Say, in 2013, I think it was either 11 or 12. I was playing on my Xbox, obviously, and then later on down the roads in my teenage years, I was on my Xbox in 2016 playing the new Call of Duty game that came out, Infinite Warfare. I was on a match, bored as hell, inside of zombies. I come across this cool guy that is a very good friend now. Like, he's a very cool guy, a very cool friend, great. I help him out, every now and then. I give him a lot of shout outs. And there's been a few times when he backed me up on stuff. Like, he's a great person that helps me, and I'm a great person that helps him. If we put the two social links together, of this being Lazy Gaming 7780, shout out to him. If I put this social link together and mine, they are both maxed out from standard social links in the Persona series of the anime universe, and I speak for the true versions only, not the ones you can watch. That's another time for something. Anyways, you guys get the whole gist of it. He inspired me to be a YouTuber because I heard he was one, and I saw how cool YouTube was. And now, we're up to date here, and yeah, that's just it. That is how I became a YouTuber, and from what I'm seeing on views and likes and stuff, and just views in general, I think, I mean, I'm not bragging for anybody who comments, are you bragging on that? No, it's just how I see it. I'm good at what I do, and I find myself to be very successful at it. And that's why I keep going on. And Lazy Gaming 7780, here's a shout out to you all along with It's Puppetry. Go check them out. They're very cool. Lazy Gaming 7780 and It's Puppetry. If you come across this video, hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully you will, understand it. So that's said and done of how that came to be. Now, here's something funny for lore. I made, what was my first anime clip? Like, all of you are wondering. Go into the popular section and it's at the top of it. You click on that Umaru-chan video, and you see how many likes it has, along with how many views it has. Now that's impressive. That's impressive. But, I'll still be making usual content. Gaming videos, sometimes skits. And, AMVs and general stuff like that. You get the gist of it. That said, let's see, what else can I hit on? Oh, yes. For the Dark Ark, lore. For the Dark Ark, it's going to be a live action, skit episodes. And it goes into further lore on the two writer personalities on the channel. You'll see when the time comes. For whoever is excited for that, please comment if you're excited for that, or just wait and see what happens. Now, this not being that long of a video, this, if I could think off the top of my head for a moment, for this lore that is on the channel, I feel like, here's something I want to talk about. I feel like this channel, my channel, needs a full-on lore video. Okay, so we jotted down the two personalities and the Dark Ark. We jotted down what's gonna happen and how I was inspired of making mangas. And jotted down how dark it could be and how I was inspired to be a YouTuber. And then we jotted down a few other things. Now, if you take all that into mind in comparison, hopefully it makes sense. If any of you have asked me for advice, I could try my best, but I'm not really the best at giving people advice. Usually it screws me over in the end, but it's also turned out to be really good working out on it. These past few days, I gave someone some advice, and apparently it worked. It was kind of a weird situation. Don't get yourself all worked up over it. I can't remember who that person is, sadly. They live in my district where I live. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. There's a bunch of other things for lore on this channel, but... Oh yeah, let's say that... Here, let me show all of you something. You remember that one video that I made when I was in the hospital at one point? Let me show you something. This is gonna get dark so fast, it's not even funny. And if all of you laugh inside the comments and think this is funny, my God, you are mean if you laugh at me for this. This is somewhat not very funny. I even had a little Discord chat with It's Puppetry. Sorry that I couldn't get in for a long time, but I could never find the Discord until the other night. So I apologize I look forward to more Discord calls, but that's up to you at the end of the day. Let me show you this something that's not funny that goes into really deep lore of me personally. I'm not going to explain too much about it because I don't want to get my personal life out there. That's not what I do on YouTube. I'm just going to tell you this one simple thing. Do y'all know what CPAP machines are? Here you go. That is a CPAP machine. You plug that plug right there into that little hole there, and you put that mask on, and it gives you air. Why am I saying this? Because at one point, I was excited to go over to my friend's house on one Friday, and I could have gone if this did not happen. Thank God to my sister that saved my life. You know, it really felt weird to me that it was like... It really felt weird that I thought I was standing up, but then I fell back down as my vision got blurry. And it was like, a passing out moment, if you will. Let's take it like this. I had a few points of health left. Apparently my eyes were still open, and I got into a terrible accident into this room. Like I said, I'm not going to tell all of it to you. So take it like this. I was having a seizure, and it was really bad, and your boy almost died. I'm not joking. I don't joke around about death. No, I mean like, it felt like 2 seconds. I was trying to get up to go do something, and then 2 seconds later, when it was 2 days later, your boy was in the hospital because he almost died, and that's why I have a CPAP machine. This is because if I sleep without a CPAP, it could up the seizures that I have. And that's not good. And if I don't get enough oxygen, my memory starts to go off the rails a little bit, meaning that I forget stuff, but it slowly builds back up. I'm not saying I forget all of everything, but it's like that. If all of you thought that was funny, I mean no offense, but that just hurts my feelings if you thought that was funny, because yeah, just don't make fun of people that have a seizure disability. If you do, I'm currently saying you're a monster, alright? I don't mean like Skillet's song, but if you make fun of people who have seizures like me, you are a straight up, like, arrogant piece of crap monster. Like, that's terrible. Who the hell would make fun of somebody that has a seizure disability? I'm not going to get into further depth on that. Just, like I said, I mean no offense. Yeah, hopefully all of you have understood this video. This was a very dark video, but very short, that it explains the lore. And hopefully all of you are excited for more content. I know these things. This has been Saki Nakaido Stuff of Funnyland to Anime 2024 here. That said, I want to give another shout out to It's Puppetry. Go check them out. They're on YouTube. Another shout out to Lazy Gaming 7780. Go check him out. He's on YouTube. You can check him out via my channel if you scroll down, and he's right there. Go check him out and go give him some support. And he's on Twitch too, but I don't know what videos he's done because I haven't watched them in a long time. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully he starts making more, you know? That would be cool. I'd like to hang out with him. So yeah. That's the full lore video of this channel, explaining everything in a few minutes, basically. All of you already know the 4 options, and like I said, before there's the episodes of the Dark Arc, I am going to make another manga right quick. And, like, it'll be so dark that it might scare some of you. But I make scary stuff in general, let's be honest. Alright, enough of that. That said, I also want to say Happy Valentine's Day to all of you viewers. Happy Valentine's Day. That said, before the Dark Arc, I'm gonna go work on a few mangas or so. It may be a side Persona story. That would be really cool to see, because I have made a few in the past. If you have not watched them, go check it out. Okay. Without further ado, everybody, I'll see all you in the next one. And again, this has been Sakina Kato, Steph Flying Lentiami 2024 here. And again, all you know the few options. I'll see all you later. Peace out. Hopefully you enjoyed the lore video. And bye-bye.